Well, this is March 2nd, 2020, Mariann's 72nd birthday. So I made my trek out here to Manhattan, and I thought you guys would appreciate seeing what things look like these days. We'll start here with the homestead. The sun is right at my bad angle, so, but at any rate, of course, there's the sign and the house, and the property still looks pretty much the same. No big changes over the years from what it looks like here. Park District, of course. And I'll go around. I had a car coming, so I had to move along faster than I wanted to. Let me back up. And give you another look at it. And I'll go around now to the park. So this is at the end of the property, and as you can see, we've got emergency equipment, fire protection across the street here. And give you a little panorama. And now turn down to the park. So there's the end of the property. I'll just come along here and pick up some signage along the way. There's Manhattan Central Park. And not much to see here. We'll get down a little bit so you get a view of everything. Here we go. And there's the garden area. And then your neighbor. And I'll go down to the park. So I'm at the far end of the park, and I'll zoom in here. Across the way is the train station, so that's the train stop to go into Chicago, I guess. Have a picnic area, and of course the lake. We, in the last few days, have had a nice break from winter, and yesterday it was mid-50s, and today it's nice and sunny, and it's about 40-some-2 degrees, so it's starting to break. The area down here for the park, they've got a lot of kids' things. And coming up to the shelter area. Somebody's got a dog walking along here. And then of course we're coming up here to the ball field. Manhattan Central Park, it says. Established 1976. Okay, well, I'll continue on down here and on my way out to the cemetery. I'll take you past the fire station now. It's right across here. You've ever seen that, but it's quite the complex. And of course, I'll come down the street here. Not a parking area. And they still have the caboose that Wally was involved with at one point. Here it is, the Old Settlers Park and Museum, it says. Okay, I'll put an end to that, and then we'll pick it up at the cemetery. Well, changed my mind here. As long as we're out here, they still celebrate the Irish, so they've got their Irish Fest banners up on the road, along the road. And along the way, I take a stop here, and of course, the church still in place. And up to the road, let's see what it's still called. Comes up the sign, and it is St. Paul's United Church of Christ. Okay, continue. Well, of course, I'm in the cemetery now, and we'll stop by Gustafson site first here. Somebody's got some benches. Here's in memory of Charles Bday Sr. and then in memory of Brad Werner. And I'll come around here and park and take a little walkabout to the Gustafsons. There's an old one. That goes way back. I wonder what the date is on that. It's hard to read. Yeah, unfortunately the sun is at the wrong angle, but it's still okay. So we're coming up here to the Barlow Gustafson. And I'll just focus in here on the Barlow. And then of course over to the Gustafson. And then, as you may remember, you have the names of the kids, parents of, and everybody lined up here. It's a nice touch. Haven't seen that on too many gravestones. We'll go around the back side. Just plain. It gives you the perspective anyway as to where it sits on the far south end of the cemetery, and then Mariann's stone is on the far north end. So we'll head over there now. There's my cruiser. Okay, well, I'm at the north end there, and you can see it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. So again, the sun is nice and bright, and in the distance you can see Mariann's stone that she loved so much at the one site. Some nice displays that folks have now. There's somebody's farm that's depicted. Let's see who that is. That is the Heisman. And we'll come up here to Mariann's. And I was curious just to see how things looked and put those flowers in For whatever reason, this is curious, we've got somebody's sign there, but needs to be cleaned off a bit. But at least the stone looks as good as ever. The sun is just at the wrong angle, so I'm trying to focus the best I can. I can't see too much at all, just where I'm at. And maybe that'll show up. So they will do the clean off here. There are daffodils that we planted, her favorite flower. And these are called Autumn Joy, that come up and then have nice flowers through the fall. And just what a great job that stonemason did on, from a photo is all I had of Mariann next to a stone like this when we were out, I think it was in Peatone. Next to us here is a Cooper, and again they've got quite a display, along with photographs. So stones have really changed over the years. I'll just take a minute here and look at a few others. Nice stone with hearts. And there they have appearance of notation on the screen, like Wally put. And then out here, another scene. With names of parents. Let's see what's on the other side. Oops, somebody left some change. A few pennies. And it's parents of Joshua, Erica. And here's a new grade that just went in for John Phillips. So we'll call that the end of the tour. And again, it's happy birthday, Mariann. Well, if you don't mind a bit of a selfie here, I'll just tack this onto the end. Haven't seen you folks for a while, so I don't know how this will show up, but at any rate, that's me in living color. Bye for now.